was once confused, was out of sync, but we in tune. He called a lot, but chose a few. Man, I'm following the Lord and I'm happy. Ever since I kept commandments, now they mad at me. We gon' keep putting the work, that's a battery. They be hating on the squad, but it's flattery. I am not involved with your comments that are backhanded. You are not involved, but you talking, I cannot stand it. Watching all our moves, won't you go ahead and timestamp it? Praying for our fall, but I bet we be the last standing. This ain't nothing new, boy, you know we coming out today. Every time we speak, man, it seem they got a lot to say. Every time we shine, man, I see them throwing shade away. You thought you would catch a win, but not today. Yeah. All I need is love that comes from the Lord. Hey, I had to get into with your commandments. I had to dedicate to your laws, yeah. I had to humble down and make changes. Father, lead the way. Had to get into it, I wasn't trying to be no fool. If I'm gonna love anybody, might as well love you. Don't wanna get in the way, but I follow the way. Won't be mistaken today, cause your law's the way. No, I got faith, maybe it'll be okay. I never stop. Hey, how them? Keep believing I'll be okay. Keep believing I'll be okay. I get my heart. I get my heart to you.
Sometimes I feel like rocks throwing men down. Satan laughing at me like, where is your crown? Call yourself royalty, time to face your defeat. Where is your God now? Count out, it's almost down to 3. If I can just get to my knees, turn myself toward Jerusalem, and I know I'll be okay. Lord, if I keep your way until I awake that day, and I never cease to pray, and all I need is love. That comes from the Lord. Oh, and all I need is love. Your love, your love, your love, your love.
You know, a wise man once told me, in order to be a leader, you must love your people. You see, the people must see you. Important, the people must believe. And not only this, but a leader must sacrifice. I'm still learning.
Did it for the love, for the people. I did it for love. I did it for the love, for the people. I did it for love. Did it for love. Did it for love. Did it for love. Did it for love.
I did it for love for my people. I did it for love for the saints. I Fight for the 12 until I'm dead. I better be dead if I ain't. I'm a war in this war like a soldier. Shouts out to my elders cause they molded me. Boots to the floor, we hit the streets. I know we look good, but it ain't easy. See, we fight this flesh, knowing every test make you stronger as a leader. How we organize these black men, turning atheists to believers. All them years the white man deceived us. They ain't think a nigga like me a change. How I rose, I can't explain it, but I know the God that he the one arranged it, so I'm maintaining it. Yeah, God, we wonder why people die, man, they killing us all. Black man on the rise, black Messiah, come and save us from that.
Did it for the love, for the people. I did it for love. I did it for the love, for the people. I did it for love. Did it for love. Did it for love. Did it for love.
Try to lead them right, I don't wanna lead them wrong. I know this ain't just entertainment, no, these ain't just songs. No one ever told you the real meaning, no role model is. I only made these changes knowing what my God done did. Slavery and all the things that it did. I know that God loved his children by how he punished them. Wonder why we did them wrong, acting out, that got us where we at now. Started living fat now, we changed, now work a double time to heal that pain. Yeah, God, we wonder why people die, man, they killing us all. Black man on the rise, black Messiah, come and save us from that.
Did it for the love, for the people. I did it for love. I did it for the love, for the people. I did it for love. Did it for love. Did it for love. Did it for love. Did it for love.
Check, check. Turn my mic up. That's how you do IT. We just go live. Okay. Can y'all turn my mic up, please, though? Check, 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 check. Hey, Shalom family, Most High in Christ bless. All right, we back again. This is Giving the Sins from A to Z. I am Captain Mattathias today. All right, and we are going to cover the book of Revelations, the 16th chapter, and first, I believe we left off at 13 yesterday. So we'll read through that. Turn the levels up, y'all. Come on, come on. Low bombs and low levels. All right. So let's just start at verse 13. We're going to read down, try to get through the chapter today. All right, let's read that.
The book of Revelation, chapter 16, verse 13. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet.
These, check. You're right, these unclean spirits. All right, this is going into what Esau, Edom, or the United States of America will possess in the last days, all right? When it comes to their politics, talks about the dragon, politics being the 2 horns in Revelation 13:11. All right, you have the religion, all right, Christianity today, Caesar Borgia, all right, and you also have media, all right? That's the technology that they have spread all throughout the world. All right, not just that media was that, media, the newspapers, television, movies, billboards, all of that, because they control the narrative, all right? They gain dominion over the whole earth, so they decide what news goes out, what news is stopped, all right? So read that verse again. We're going to read down to 14.
Verse 13.
Come on.
And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon.
Come on.
And out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet.
Read on.
For they are the spirits of devils.
They are the what?
Spirits of devils.
Once again, Esau is the devil, according to the scriptures.
That's right.
All right, it says, so these unclean spirits, politics, all of you black folks, Black Caucus, all right, all of you black folks getting mad because people didn't vote for Kamala, All right. The Lord says politics is of the devil. That's what the Bible says. And guess
read
what?
your Bible.
Christianity, all right, that false religion, that is also of the devil, all right, because it paints a Messiah that doesn't look like the true Israelites. Give me that, Jeremiah 14:2, just in case you did not know. All right, the Jews are black according to the Holy Scriptures. You may be tuning in for the first time. All right, so we're here to help you. That's our job. Read what you got.
Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2.
Come on.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground.
Right, they are black unto the ground. They are black unto the ground. So guess what?
Right.
The same Messiah that comes out of that lineage of people, guess what color he's going to be? He's going to be the same color. All right, so if there's another religion out there teaching otherwise, teaching not thus saith the Lord, that is a spirit of devils, an unclean spirit, just like the scriptures say.
Better said.
Go back to Revelation 16:14. Come on.
Revelation chapter 16, verse 14.
Uh-huh.
For they are the spirits of devils.
Right. What is it? Politics, media, religion. They are the spirit of devils. Go ahead.
Working miracles.
Doing what?
Working miracles.
It says these devils have the capability to work miracles. What is this talking about? Give me Revelations 13. Okay, what is this talking about? All right, don't forget when you read Revelations, they all correlate with one another. All right, and you also have to read the Old Testament to get an understanding what it's talking about in the New. All right, so give me Revelations 13:13. Watch this.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 13.
Uh-huh.
And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven.
Right. So remember those unclean beasts that we just spoke about? All right. So it says, he doeth great wonders. Who is the he? Jump up to verse 11. Come on.
Verse 11. And I beheld another beast.
Right. Another beast. Come on.
Coming up out of the earth.
Coming up out of the earth. This beast is a representation of a nation or a kingdom on the earth. This is a future prophecy that John the Revelator saw. Read on.
And he had two horns.
And he had two horns. This is a representation of the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, which is one of the three unclean spirits. Read.
Two horns like a lamb.
Uh-huh.
And he spake as a dragon.
Right. As a lamb would be what? Coming in the name of Christ. Didn't Trump just have that video that he just put out? IT, roll with me. Didn't Trump just put out that video, you understand, with him promoting the Trump Bible? IT, y'all with me? That's what I'm saying. You got to roll with me. As I'm saying it, you got to be like, okay, I'm following. Let me type that in the search. All right. You know what I'm talking about, Officer James, right? You don't know what I'm talking about? That video that Trump just dropped, nobody knows what I'm talking about? Read the verse. Just read the Bible again. Come on.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 11.
Come on.
And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
IT, real quick. Do I need to just keep going on, or do y'all know what I'm talking about? Okay, you got it. Just type in Trump Bible on YouTube. Just pull it up. It's probably the simplest way to do it. All right, read on.
Verse 14. And deceive them that dwell on the earth.
Where
Sorry,
were you
verse
just?
12.
Yeah, come on.
Verse 12. And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast.
Right, the first beast, all right, is talking about Rome. All right, he exercised the same power as Rome. All right, because Rome was ruling during this time. Read some more.
The first beast before him,
Uh-huh.
and causeth the earth and them which dwell
My bad,
therein,
it said the first beast before him. That's referring to Great Britain. My apologies. Come on.
and causeth the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast.
Come on.
Whose deadly wound was healed.
Whose deadly wound was healed. So I want you to read, flow with me. Read that verse one more time. I ain't looking at it, so I got to make sure I'm hearing it correctly. Read it one more time for me.
Verse 12. And exerciseth all the power of the first beast.
Come on.
Before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
Right, that's talking about Rome right there. All right. Septimus Severus was the one responsible for overthrowing Rome, and Rome came back to power. Okay. After that, now IT, y'all got what I'm looking for? All right. So now we got to go backtrack to verse 11 again. Read that for me.
Verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, And he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
Right. 2 horns as a lamb, referring to the Democratic and Republican Party, and he spake as a lamb. Who is that lamb? Jesus the Christ. All right. What do we read about Christ in the Bible? All right. So it's telling you the traits that this particular beast would encompass, or what would he have. Play that video. Watch this.
Proud to be partnering with my very good friend Lee Greenwood, who doesn't love his song God Bless the USA, in connection with promoting the God Bless the USA Bible. This Bible is the King James Version and also includes our founding father documents, yes, the Constitution, which I'm fighting for every single day, very hard, to keep Americans protected. Also, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, and the Pledge of Allegiance are all part of this God Bless the USA Bible, and it's just very important and very important to me.
Stop. So what are we witnessing? We're witnessing Bible prophecy come to pass. That's President-elect Trump doing exactly what Revelations 13:11 said he would do. Let's read that again.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 11.
Go ahead.
And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
And he spake as a dragon. Read some more.
And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
Come on.
And he doth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven.
So put that image back up, IT. You know what I'm talking about, right? Y'all had it before with the fire coming down from heaven. Come on, IT. Flow with me today. I want to make sure the images and the videos are on point today. All right. Read the verse again. Y'all just had it up, so I don't know how you just can't put it back up. Read it again.
Verse 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth.
On the earth. What is this talking about? This is talking about bombs. All right. America was responsible for dropping the first atom bomb in warfare. Okay. All right. So it's showing you exactly who this beast is. No other nation can take credit for that, except it be for the Edomite nation and the United States of America fulfilling this particular prophecy. Read verse 13 again.
Verse 13.
Come on.
And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
In the sight of men. When America did that, not only did the world see it, but the rest of his European brothers saw it as well. All right. And they knew at that point that the world has now changed. All right. Everything's going to be different from that point on. Wow. Let's read some more.
Verse 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth.
That does what?
And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth.
Right. And they were able to deceive all the nations that dwell on earth by doing what? They believed that by America performing that miracle by dropping the atom bomb on Japan and Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that God was with them. You understand? They deceived the whole earth. It's like, who was able to accomplish this? God has to be with them. Read that part again.
And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles.
Right, those miracles. That's what it was called. Now, follow me, IT. I numbered the videos. All right, so put up the first one that says they were able to deceive the whole earth by means of those miracles. All right, put that up for us. So read the title.
Oppenheimer, ultimate miracle to end World War II, bringing our boys home.
Make sure the volume's good.
This is a matter of life and death. But I can perform this miracle.
Stop. All right, so that was, this is the movie Oppenheimer, of course. All right, so running back from the beginning, listen very close to what he just said.
This is a matter of life and death. But I can perform this miracle.
World War II would be over. Our boys would come home.
That's happening, isn't it?
The world will remember this day.
Our work here will ensure a peace mankind has never seen.
Until somebody builds a bigger one.
There it is right there. Pause that. So he said that's going to obtain world peace. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. as we can see, the world is what? At war still in what's 2024. Okay, it's not peace. It's a false sense of peace because the rightful rulers of this earth are not ruling right now. Okay, so let's do this. Let's read that verse again, and I got 2 more videos I want to play. Watch this.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 14.
Come on.
And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
Right, he got power to do that. All right, give me Ecclesiastes 4:1. He got power from Satan himself. All right, that's why they were able to come up with the ability to split an atom. All right, the little boy that they dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, it was don't quote me, but it was like the comparison to, I think, like 1 million or 1 billion tons of TNT.
Damn.
That's how much impact, that's how much power it had when they dropped that. Read what you got.
Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 1.
This is where they got their power from. Read this.
So I returned and considered all the oppressions that are done under the sun.
Come on.
And behold, the tears of such as were oppressed, and they had no comforter. And on the side of their oppressors.
Now it says on the side of the oppressors, the ones who are giving the oppression, Edom, the United States of America. Go ahead.
There was power.
There was what?
Power.
There was power. Power was given unto them by Satan himself. Let's jump up in Revelations, the 13th chapter. I believe it says that. All right, jump up to verse 3.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 3.
2.
Verse 2.
Come on.
And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet was as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power.
It says what?
And the dragon gave him his power.
Right. It's the dragon, Satan, gave him his power. Come on. Come on.
Gave him his power and his seat and great authority.
Right. And his seat and great authority in the earth. All right. Now, do me a favor. Play the second video, please. You got it ready? All right.
He knew the world would not be the same.
Do me a favor, pause it. Let's get that volume right, please. I want to make sure everybody can hear it clearly.
He knew the world would not be the same. Few people laughed. Few people cried. Most people were silent. I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Vishnu is trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty, and to impress him takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds."
All right, you could take that down. Turn my mic up too. All right, so that was Oppenheimer right there. He states that America, Edom, they have become as death. All right, the destroyer of worlds. Give me 2 quick scriptures. Give me 2 Ezra 11:39, and then I want to go to Isaiah 28:15, because that's exactly what happened. All right, once the atom bomb was dropped on Japan, the whole world then knew at that point in time that that's how the world was going to end. You understand? Because it had that type of impact. Wow! And look at it from the 40s all the way to 2024. All right, the evolution of nuclear weaponry has evolved to the point where what happened in Hiroshima and Nagasaki is nothing compared to the bombs or the weapons that they have now. All right, read that for me.
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 11 and verse 39. But wait thou here thyself yet 7 days more, that it may be showed thee whatsoever it pleaseth the highest to declare unto thee.
Maybe did I call the wrong scripture? 11:39.
2 Ezra chapter 11 verse 39. Art not thou it that remaineth of the 4 beasts?
Come on.
Whom I made to reign in my world?
Right. These 4 beasts are referring to what's written in Daniel, the 7th chapter. Okay. This 4th beast, jump over, give me chapter 12, verse 11. Come on. It's right there.
2 Ezra chapter 12, verse 11.
Come on.
The eagle whom thou sawest come up from the sea, is the kingdom which was seen in the vision of thy brother Daniel.
Right. So that eagle is that fourth beast that we're reading about right here in 2 Ezra 11:39. All right. And he is known as the eagle. That's the same symbol as the United States of America, the great bald eagle. All right. So let's go back. 11:39. Come on.
2 Ezra chapter 11, verse 39. Art not thou it that remaineth of the four beasts, whom I made to reign in my world, that the end of their times might come through them?
Right, that the end of their times might come through them. All right, that the end of their times might come through them. The first beast, just like it said in Revelations 13. So you had America come out of Rome. All right, that's what that's saying right there. Now, let's go to Isaiah 28:15, because Oppenheimer says something very important. All right. Let's read that. Isaiah 28:15.
Isaiah chapter 28, verse 15.
Come on.
Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us, for we have made lies our refuge.
That's a lot of our people today in the Christian church, whether it be politics. A lot of our people don't understand that in order to get a certain level of fortune or a certain status in this world or in this country, you have to make a covenant with your oppressor. Now, let's listen to the word that describes the oppressor in the verse again. Read it again.
Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement.
Right, that's who that is. The white man is death and hell. We're going to show you that. Go to Habakkuk. Give me chapter 2, and I want verse 4. All right, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. Let me hear that.
Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 4.
Go ahead.
Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine.
Come on.
He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell.
Who enlarges his desire is what?
As hell.
Come on.
And is as death.
And is as what?
As death.
And is as death. All right. Remember when it says what? He enlarges his what?
His desire as hell.
Remember when we get to Revelation 17, it talks about the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. All right. They have naval bases, military bases all over the world. All right. They enlarge themselves. Why? Because they're trying to maintain that false sense of peace. All right. That Oppenheimer said. They could finally have peace of their time. Meaning what? They're in rulership and they're oppressing the rest of the world. All right. Do me a favor. There's another video. Play that next video for me, please. Then we're going to get right back to it. Yeah. This is with, what's the guy's name? Albert Einstein, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, play that.
We scientists who release this immense power.
So this immense power, they're talking about the atom bomb. All right, that's what they're talking about. All right, go ahead.
Overwhelming responsibility in this world life and death struggle to harness atom for benefit of mankind and not for mankind's destruction.
Stop. How is this a benefit for mankind and not for mankind's destruction? Read that 2 Ezra 11:39 one more again. Watch this. Read it one more time.
2 Ezra chapter 11 verse 39.
Come on.
Art not thou it that remaineth of the four beasts, whom I made to reign in my world?
Come on.
That the end of their times might come through them?
You see that? That bomb or that weapon was created to bring the end of mankind. But that's Esau. That's what they do. What's that one in Psalms? In Psalms 55? You know what I'm talking about. The covenants. You know what y'all know what I'm saying. It slips my mind for a second. Give me that real quick. Is that it? Somebody help me out. I ain't looking at it. Somebody help me out. Oh, gosh. Okay, I'll look for it. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. I think it's 21. Come on, you're looking at it. Come on, man.
The book of Psalms, chapter 55 and verse 21.
Come on.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
There you go. It says the words of his mouth was smoother than butter. Come on.
But war was in his heart.
Right, but war is in his heart. So they can say that it's not for the end of mankind. But clearly it is, according to the scriptures. Run that back a little bit for me. All right, stay with me, readers and IT. Stay with me now. All right, play that.
Have overwhelming responsibility in this world life and death struggle to harness Adam for benefit of mankind and not for mankind's destruction. We beg you to support our efforts to bring realization to America that mankind's destiny is being decided today.
Stop.
Now.
So they letting you know, they understood as soon as that technology comes to pass, that's the fate of mankind. All right, once that bomb was dropped, everybody knew that's also how the world going to end. All right, America, well, the Lord has allowed the world not to get to nuclear warfare until now. Why? Because the saints have to be sealed first and foremost. All right, but this is how the world is going to be destroyed, through nuclear fire. Give me that one in 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 6. Watch this. And then we're going to go back to the video. All right, watch this. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 6. Read that.
The book of 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 6.
Come on.
Whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water.
Right, so the world that then was the world during the time of Noah. Okay, come on.
Perished.
Perished. How did it perish? It was destroyed by the flood. Come on.
But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word.
By the same word, which is these scriptures, meaning Christ, he's the word made flesh. So just like through the words of Christ during the old was destroyed through the flood, it says this same heaven and earth, read that part again.
By the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word.
By the same word, come on.
Are kept in store.
Are kept in store.
Reserved unto fire.
Reserved unto what?
Unto fire.
Reserved unto fire.
Against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
There you go. So the scripture's telling you, hey, once this came about, dang, that's exactly how the world's going to be destroyed too. Go back to that video. Come on.
This moment. We ask your help in this fateful moment as sign that we scientists do not stand alone. I agree.
There you go. So there, think about it. Because he's from Germany, right? Remember, for the Manhattan Project, that's the project that created the atom bomb, they had a bunch of German scientists that they brought over here to the Americas. Understand, all of them agree. All right, all of Esau agree. How do we know that? Go to Revelation 17 real quick. Okay. And I believe it's verse, what is it, 14?
Revelation.
Go ahead, read that.
Chapter 17, verse 14.
Come on.
These shall make war.
No, verse 13. Verse 12 and 13. Watch this.
Verse 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings.
Right, so these 10 horns represent the NATO, the European nations. Okay, watch this.
Which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast.
Right, so Europe receives power with the beast. Who is the beast? The United States of America. Now read verse 13.
These have one mind.
There you go. You just saw that. All of them have one mind. All right, come on.
And shall give their power and strength unto the beast.
Right. As long as Edom is ruling, they okay with it, and they decided, all right, Great Britain's not going to be the power right now, so it's going to be United States of America this go around. And they all agree with that thing. Now, go back to Revelation 16 and 14. Watch this.
Revelation chapter 16 and verse 14.
Come on.
For they are the spirits of devils.
Right. So those 3 unclean spirits, what was that? Religion, which is Christianity. Okay. You had media and you had politics. It says, for they are spirits of devils. Read.
Working miracles.
Working miracles. Come on.
Which go forth unto the kings of the earth. And of the whole world.
And of the whole world. Watch this.
To gather them to the battle of that great day of God Almighty.
There you go. That's World War III. That's what that's talking about right there. Give me Revelations 11:14 real quick. All right, that's World War III. And how is this going to come about? By them performing those miracles, by warfare. Read what you got.
Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. The second woe is past.
It say the second woe is past. That's World War II, where the United States of America performed that miracle. Come on.
And behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
Right. It says, and the third woe cometh quickly. Let's go to Revelations 8:13. All right. Revelations chapter 8, verse 13. Watch this.
Revelation chapter 8 and verse 13.
Come on.
And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Woe, woe, woe.
Come on.
To the inhabitants of the earth by reason of the other voices of the trumpet, and the three angels, which are yet to sound.
Right. Going through the earth. All right. Because all nations, all right, the world is going to be at war once again. All right. We're on the brink of it right now. You could basically say this is start. We're in it. All right. It's just magnifying, because what do you see? You see with the conflict over there with Russia and Ukraine, you see China's involved with that. You see Iran is involved with that. You see North Korea is involved with that. Now on Ukraine's side, you saw obviously America's been backing them. Now you see the United Kingdom backing them. Now you see France backing them. Okay. Was that Vladimir Putin now talks about coming against Poland. You understand? So this is it's happening right before our eyes. This is that third woe. 9 in verse 12. Watch this.
Revelation chapter 9, verse 12.
Hey, do me a favor. Read verse No, read 12. Watch this.
Verse 12. One woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter.
Right, so it says one woe is past at this time. That would be World War I, but two had to follow. All right, the second one is already passed in our time, so we got one more. Now watch this. Read 13 and 14.
Verse 13. And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar, which is before God, saying to the sixth angel which had the trumpet, Loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates.
Which are what?
Bound in the great river Euphrates.
Right. So as time goes on, the Lord is letting us know, all right, that these angels, all right, they are releasing these plagues on the earth. This one is talking about the river Euphrates. Let's go back to Revelation 16 and give me verse 12. So these are indicators to let us know when these wars are about to pop off. Give me verse 12. Come on.
Revelation chapter 16, verse 12.
Uh-huh.
And the sixth angel poured out of his vial upon the great river Euphrates.
Right. He poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates. Go ahead.
And the water thereof dried up.
Right. And the water thereof dried up. Today, the Euphrates, guess what? It's dried up. You understand? So that's an indicator to let us know what? That third woe is about to take place. Read.
That the way of the kings of the east might be prepared.
Right, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. Who is that talking about? Iran, Saudi Arabia, the UAE. All right, it's talking about those nations, the ways of the kings of the east. All right, this is what we're witnessing right now today. Yes, there was a ceasefire. Give me that 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3. Yeah, there's a ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah. We already knew that was going to happen. All right, we already knew that was going to happen. But a lot of our people here will go right back to sleep. They think that now everything's going to be peace. No, it's not. It's not. It's just like birth pains or contractions. You'll have really intense times and then it get calm again. All right, this is one of those calm periods. All right, watch this. Read that.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3.
Come on.
For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Right. So you see a ceasefire, which means peace. It's not the end of it. It's not the end of it, according to the scriptures. Now, let's jump back down, read verse 14 again. Watch this.
Revelation chapter 16, verse 14.
Come on.
For they are the spirits of devils working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world, to gather them to the battle of that great day of God Almighty.
Right. Armageddon. Okay. World War III. All right. That's what we're witnessing. Let's read let's go to Matthew 24 real quick. I forgot that one. All right. Matthew 24 and 24. Watch this about those miracles. Watch this.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 24. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets.
And what?
And false prophets.
Read Revelation 16 and 13 one more again.
Revelation chapter 16 verse 13.
Come on.
And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet.
And out of the mouth of the false prophet. All right, go back to Matthew 24.
Matthew chapter 24 verse 24.
Come on.
For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders.
Also known as miracles, making fire come from heaven. All right, come on.
Insomuch that, if it were possible,
If it's possible, read.
they shall deceive the very elect.
Meaning what? You have a lot of our people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, believing that God is with America. You understand? Oh, gosh. All right, take the image down. Take the image down. All right. But that's what it's talking about. Give me the elect, just in case somebody thinks that's talking about everybody. It's only talking about one particular nation of people. Isaiah 45, come on. Who are the elect according to the scriptures?
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 4. For Jacob, my servant's sake, and Israel, mine elect.
So the scripture's only dealing with one nation of people, because it already says the other nations will be deceived by the means of his miracles. But it's saying that it will look so powerful, okay? His grip on the world is so convincing and powerful that it might deceive the people of the book. You and me, the Israelites. Wow. So go back Matthew 24 and 24. Read that one more time.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 24.
Come on.
For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
Let's go to Revelations 19, all right? Revelations chapter 19, and let's read verse 19 and 20 together.
Revelation chapter 19, verse 19. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth.
Come on.
And their armies.
And their what?
And their armies.
Come on.
Gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse.
What is this talking about? This is talking about when the Lord what? Gathers all of them in Armageddon, all right, to that great day of the Lord, World War III. Come on.
Right. And against his army.
And against the Christ and his host of angels. All right, come on.
And the beast was taken.
And it says, and America's going to be taken. Before that, obviously, go ahead.
And with him the false prophet.
And with him the false prophet, come on.
That wrought miracles before him.
Right, that wrought miracles before him. Come on.
With which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast.
Right, that mark is sin. All right, that mark is sin. We read that. What was that, Revelation 17?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, give me that real quick. Is it verse 5? No, verse 4.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand.
In her what?
Golden cup in her hand.
In her what?
In her hand.
Read Revelations 13 real quick. All right, Revelations chapter 13 and verse 16. Watch this.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand.
Right, to receive a mark in their right hand. Go ahead.
Or in their foreheads.
Now go back to Revelation 17:4.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations.
So the Bible's letting us know what that mark is. The mark is sin. All right, go ahead.
And filthiness of her fornication.
Right, and filthiness of her fornication. All right, so now go back to that Revelations 19 and verse 20.
Revelation chapter 19, verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast.
Right, who has received sin as law. All right, that's when sin will be made as law. And if you don't agree with it, guess what? You won't be able to buy, you won't be able to sell, you won't be able to travel, all right, except you agree with sin, hell, and death. All right, go ahead.
And them that worshipped his image.
Come on.
These both were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone.
All right, so let's go back to Revelation 16 And pick up at 14 and read down.
Revelation chapter 16, verse 14.
Come on.
For they are the spirits of devils, working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world, to gather them to the battle of that great day of God Almighty. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame.
Right, so we'll deal with everything. I just want to deal with that. Blessed is he that watcheth. Give me Revelations 1 and 3. Then 1 Matthew 24. So it says, blessed is he that watcheth. In order for us to watch, we gotta read the scriptures. We gotta understand what the Bible's saying. We gotta study first and foremost. All right, because we can look at news and all of that, but how could we correlate it lest we are studied? All right, read that.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth.
It says, blessed is he that what?
That readeth.
Come on.
And they that hear the words of his prophecy.
That hear the what?
The words of this prophecy.
Not just here, but you understand prophecy. You understand? That's it on that?
No, sir.
Come on.
And keep those things which are written therein. For the time is at hand.
Right. The time is at hand. All right. These prophecies, these plagues are coming to pass in our time. All right. So it says, blessed is he that read and hear prophecy. All right. That's taking place. Now give me Matthew 24, 35, 36.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 35.
Watch this.
Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away.
Come on.
But of that day and hour knoweth no man.
Right. It say that day and that hour. All right. This is going into the return of the Lord. Nobody knows exactly when that time is going to take place. That's why he say back in Revelation 16, he said he comes as a thief. You understand? Come on, read that verse again, 36.
Verse 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man.
Go ahead.
No, not the angels of heaven.
Not even the angels of heaven. That's it?
No, sir.
Come on.
But my Father only.
Right, but only the Father. All right, only the Father knows when that's going to take place. Go back to 1 Thessalonians 5. I know we touched it earlier. Let me look at it with you. All right, because it says, blessed is he that watcheth. Oh, Matthew 26 and 41, and then we'll come back to this Thessalonians 5. All right, because we got to make sure we watching and praying. Let's read this verse.
Matthew chapter 26, verse 41.
Go ahead.
Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation.
Right, that we enter not into temptation. Go ahead.
The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Right, the flesh is weak. So we got to stay occupied. Give me that one in, I think it's Romans 8 and 6. Romans chapter 8, verse 6. So we got to make sure we're walking in the spirit and not the flesh, because if we meddle with our sins, we're going to fall. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. All right, so the best thing to do, all right, if you have idle time, make sure you have a schedule. Okay, that's going to combat it. Make sure, like it's saying, Sirach 38 and 24, when you do have leisure time or idle time, you're studying. Okay, you're making sure you're getting better or doing something to benefit this truth and yourself. You understand? Because now's the time. Now read what you got.
Romans chapter 8 and verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death.
There it is. It say, for to be carnally minded is death. Come on.
But to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
There you go. Christ. Being Christ-like, being in that same mind. All right. Matthew 26 and 41 again.
Matthew chapter 26, verse 41.
Go ahead.
Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak.
All right. Let's go to 1 Thessalonians 5 and just start at verse 1. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1. Come on.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 1.
Come on.
But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Come on.
For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Meaning what? Don't get distracted. You understand? Don't get lost in the sauce. Don't get caught up in. No, it's not going to be okay. It don't matter what they say. I read an article the other day that said fast food prices, they're slashing their prices in half again. Because you remember one day, like, fast food prices used to be cheap. Then they just climbed up. Now they're saying they're going to slash them again. Give me the one in 2nd Ezra's. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, upon the earth. Yeah, give me that one. I think it's 15. Watch this. Give me that one real quick. Yeah, 16 and 21. Watch this. Thank you. 2nd Ezra 16 and 21. Read that,
The
please.
book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth.
Come on.
That they shall think themselves to be in good case.
There you go. You're going to think it's peace. You're going to think it's back to normal. No, it's not. Do not get caught up. All right? You know the only thing that's going to get you caught up is sin. You can't think straight when you're in the midst of sin. All right? That's why you got to be around, like it's saying Hebrews 3 and 13. Finish this and we'll go there.
And even then shall evils grow upon the earth.
Evils are going to grow. Even though the prices go back down, inflation goes back down, the ceasefire is there, or ceasefires are there. The Lord is telling you that evil is going to grow worse than what it was before. Come on.
Sword, famine, and great confusion.
All right, Hebrews 3:13. All right, because if you're carnally minded, that's death. All right, if you don't want to be carnally minded, you need to be amongst the body. You need to be amongst your brothers and your sisters. Read this.
Hebrews chapter 3, verse 13.
Come on.
But exhort one another daily, while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin.
There you go, through the deceitfulness of sin. When you in sin, nothing is as bad as it seems. When you in sin, you think you got time. No. We're running out of time. It's the opposite. Okay? What's that? No, hold on. We got to get back to Revelation. All right, go back to Revelation 16. Where was that, verse 15? All right, go ahead.
Revelation chapter 16, verse 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame.
Right, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame. All right, what is this talking about? Give me 2 Corinthians 5. All right, it's talking about sin. All right, first and foremost, it's talking about sin. Give me Exodus 32, and then we'll show you that first. And 25. Let me hear that.
The book of Exodus, chapter 32, verse 25. And when Moses saw that the people were naked, for Aaron had made them naked unto their shame among their enemies.
Right. How did Aaron make them naked? Remember, when Moses was up on the mount getting the commandments, they was down there making idols. You understand? So that nakedness is a representation of sin. All right, so now let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 5. Start at verse 1. Verse 3 is the point. Watch this.
2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 1. For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of God, and house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens.
Come on.
For in this we groan, earnestly desiring to be clothed upon with our house, which is from heaven.
Right, so it say in this tabernacle, or in this body, all right, we groan because we got infirmities, we got aches, we got pains, we got shortcomings, we got hard times, tribulation. Do you understand? Read verse 2 again.
Verse 2. For in this we groan, earnestly desiring to be clothed upon with our house, which is from heaven.
Come on.
If so be that being clothed, we shall not be found naked.
Right, we shall not be found naked in that day if we do what? If we endure. All right, if we stay unspotted, if we stay away from sin. Hold that Revelations 3 real quick. Get there with you. And I want verse 18. All right, Revelation chapter 3, verse 18. Watch this.
Revelation chapter 3, verse 18. I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire.
Come on, it says, I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire. You understand? Meaning what? That's what we're going to have to go through. Okay, we're going to have to be purified. You understand? But we got to go through it. We have to make it through. Not faint, not give up, but we actually have to make it through. Come on.
That thou mayest be rich.
That thou mayest be rich. Go ahead.
And white raiment.
And white raiment. That white raiment represents what? Righteousness. Okay? Like it says in Revelation 7. We'll just keep going for the sake of time. Go ahead.
That thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear.
Right, that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear. So obviously that nakedness is going into sin, but that shame will also be what? You not getting that glorious body, that new tabernacle, that angelic body. Damn. All right, come on.
And anoint thine eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see.
Right, that thou mayest see. Verse 20.
Verse 20, behold,
actually read verse 19.
Verse 19, as many as I love, I rebuke and chasten.
Right, so the Lord is telling us, Christ is telling us, hey, go through it. Get through it. Don't faint. All right, come on.
Be zealous, therefore.
Do what?
Be zealous, therefore.
We got to be zealous of the law. That shows that you believe, like it says in Acts. Go ahead.
And repent.
Uh-huh.
Behold, I stand at the door and knock.
So Christ is telling us he's standing at the door and he knocked. Come on.
If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him.
Come on.
And will sup with him, and he with me.
Watch this.
To him that overcometh will I grant to sit with me in my throne.
That's what we all have to do, brothers and sisters. In order to get that unspotted garment, all right, those white garments, all right, we got to make sure that we what? That we overcome our sins. All right, finish that.
Even as I also overcame and am set down with my Father in his throne.
All right, drop that. Let's go back to Revelations 16. All right.
Revelation chapter 16, verse 15.
15, yeah.
Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame.
Uh-huh.
And he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon.
Right, and he gathered them together in a place called Armageddon. Pull up the map. It's the last thing. Pull up that map for me. Give me, there you go, Megiddo. You see that? North of the West Bank. All right there between Lebanon and Israel. All right, so let's read that again.
And he gathered them together in a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon.
So it's telling us where it's going to go down. The great day of the Lord, the final showdown, World War III. The Lord is telling us where it's going to take place. Come on.
And the seventh angel poured out his vial into the air. And there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne, saying, it is done.
Oh, you're in 17?
Yes, that was 17.
I'm sorry, I want 16 again.
Verse 16.
Uh-huh.
And he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon.
Right. Give me Zephaniah 3, all right, because this is what it's all about. Give me that one in Isaiah, was it 32 and 8? First, and then I want Zephaniah. Okay, let me hear that. 34 and 8. 34 and 8, my apologies. Let's hear that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 34 and verse 8.
Watch this.
For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion.
Right, for the controversy of Zion. All right, because ever since we've been expelled, all right, or kicked out of the land, you've had many nations try to take over, primarily Edom and Ishmael. All right, that's why there's always war over there. That's why there's no peace. There'll never be world peace because the rightful rulers of the earth are not in their land ruling the earth. That's why. Jump up to verse 1.
Verse 1.
Come on.
Come near, ye nations, to hear and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations.
You see that? The indignation of the world, of the Lord is upon all nations. Why? Everybody had a part in our captivity. Every last nation. Read that again.
For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies.
Watch this.
And he hath
Watch
uttered.
this. Watch this. Give me Jeremiah 50 real quick. Watch this. Jeremiah chapter 50. Give me verse 6 and 7 together. Watch this.
Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 6.
Come on.
My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place.
Verse 7.
All that found them have devoured them.
You see that? It say every nation that found us devoured us. You see that thing right there. Read some more.
And their adversaries said, we offend not.
And they said, we've done nothing wrong. Go ahead.
Because they have sinned against the Lord.
Come on.
The habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers.
Now, are they right? Yes, because it was Psalm 17:13, right? All right. Give me that real quick. But I'm gonna show you something, though. I'm going to show you something. Let me hear that one real quick. 17:13.
Psalms chapter 17 and verse 13.
Go ahead.
Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
So when we act up, when we sin, yes, that's what their job is. But Zephaniah chapter 1. Let's go to Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 15. No, that's not what I want. Zechariah 1. That's what I want. My apologies, y'all. Zechariah chapter 1 and verse 15.
The book of Zechariah chapter 1 and verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
And I am very sore displeased with the heathen.
With who?
With the heathen.
With the heathen, come on.
That are at ease.
Mm-hmm.
For I was but a little displeased.
Right.
And they helped forward their affliction.
They went above and beyond. You understand? So the Lord is not happy about that thing. Isaiah 63. All right, Isaiah 63. Then we're going to go back to Isaiah 34. All right, I want Isaiah chapter 63, verse 9. Watch this.
Isaiah chapter 63 and verse 9.
Come on.
And in all their affliction.
And all of Israel's affliction, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. Go ahead.
He was afflicted.
Who was afflicted?
He was afflicted.
Our God was afflicted. Come on.
And the angel of his presence saved them.
Now, let's go back. Let's go back. So give me Isaiah 34 and 2. Watch this.
Isaiah chapter 34, verse 2.
Come on.
For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations.
Right, come on.
And his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter.
To the slaughter. Verse 4.
Verse 4. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
Meaning what? It's all going to be destroyed by what? That nuclear fire. That's what the Bible's telling us. Now, go to Isaiah 24. Because it mentioned in verse 16, gathering all nations to Armageddon or Megiddo, all right, in the Middle East. All right, Isaiah 24, start at 21. We read down a little bit.
Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 21.
Come on.
And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth, upon the earth.
Right, you got the United States, Russia, China, all of these superpowers. All right, come on.
And they shall be gathered together.
And they shall be what?
Gathered together.
All right, the Lord is going to gather them together. And he's telling you, he already told us where he's going to gather them. Come on.
As prisoners are gathered into the pit. And shall be shut up in the prisons. And after many days shall they be visited.
Come on.
Then the moon shall be confounded, and the sun ashamed.
Right, all of their technologies, all right, all of their nuclear capabilities, their satellites, their AI, all of that is going to be destroyed. All right, when it talks about the moon shall be confounded and the sun ashamed, that's what it's talking about, that light. You understand? They believe that they're the wisest ones on the face of the earth. But the Lord is, when he comes back, he's going to prove otherwise. Read some more.
When the Lord of hosts shall reign in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem, and before his ancients gloriously.
Hey, drop that. Let's go back. And I want to pick up at Revelation 16 and 17. Watch this.
Revelation chapter 16, verse 17. And the seventh angel poured out his vial into the air. And there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne, saying, "It is done."
Right, saying it is done. Come on, watch this.
And there were voices and thunders and lightnings. And there was a great earthquake, such as was not since men were upon the earth.
Right, such as was not since men were upon the earth. Read on.
So mighty an earthquake and so great.
All right, and so great. Let's do this. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 13. Get that ready. And I want to go to Zechariah 14. All right, watch this. Watch this. 2nd Ezra 13, and let me get there with you. Excuse me. Give me verse 29.
2nd Ezra chapter 13 and verse 29. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth.
Read.
And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another,
come on,
and one realm against another.
Right. Remember when it talked about, when we were just reading it, how the nations would gather together and fight against Christ and his host and his army. All right, this is what we're reading again. All right, when we're reading it in this context of Revelation 16, it's literally painting a picture on what takes place in its order, okay? Let's read some more. Watch this.
Verse 32. And the time shall be with men, and the time shall be when these things shall come to pass.
Come on.
And the sign shall happen, which I showed thee before. And then shall my son be declared.
And then shall what?
My son be declared.
Watch this.
Whom thou sawest as a man ascending.
Right, whom thou sawest as a man ascending. Now, let's hit that Revelation 16:18 one more time, and then we're going to go to Zechariah 14. All right, watch this.
Revelation chapter 16, verse 18. And there were voices and thunders and lightnings, and there was a great earthquake, such as was not since men were upon the earth.
And there was a what?
Such as were not
And there was a what?
And there was a great earthquake.
Right, and there was a great earthquake. And there was a great earthquake. Remember what we just read in verse 16? Talked about what? Gathering them all to the valley of Armageddon or Megiddo. All right, they're all going to leave fighting amongst themselves to turn against Christ, right? And then it says in verse 18, and there was a great earthquake. All right, let's go to Zechariah chapter 14. Give me verse 3.
Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 3.
Come on.
Then shall the Lord go forth and fight against those nations.
It says, and then shall the Lord go forth and fight against those nations. Read on.
As when he fought in the day of battle.
Come on.
And his feet shall stand in that day upon the Mount of Olives.
And his what?
His feet shall stand in that day upon the Mount of Olives.
So John the Revelator is letting us know when the Lord steps foot on the Mount of Olives, it's going to feel like an earthquake. That's what John the Revelator is letting us know in Revelation 16. Read verse 4 again.
Verse 4.
Come on.
And his feet shall stand in that day upon the Mount of Olives, which is before Jerusalem on the east.
Come on.
And the Mount of Olives shall cleave in the midst thereof toward the east and toward the west. And there shall be a very great valley. And half of the mountain shall remove toward the north.
Come on.
And half of it toward the south.
That's what's going to take place when Christ steps foot on the Mount of Olives. Go to Isaiah chapter 47. And we can, we'll read a little bit more. Isaiah chapter 47, give me verse 3.
Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 3.
Come on.
Thy nakedness shall be uncovered.
Right, who is this talking about? This is talking about the virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay, read some more.
Yea, thy shame shall be seen.
Thy shame is going to be seen. Everybody's going to see that you are, in fact, the false prophet. Everybody's going to see that you deceive the whole earth. They're going to look at you and say, is this the man? Read that verse again from the top. Come on.
Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen.
Read.
I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Right. When Christ come back, they're going to feel his real power. So when he steps on the earth, it's going to be an earthquake, mountains is getting out the way. All right, let's go back to Revelation chapter 16, verse 18.
Wow. Revelation chapter 16, verse 18.
Come on.
And there were voices and thunders and lightning. And there was a great earthquake, such as was not since there was men upon the earth. So mighty an earthquake and so great.
Come on.
And the great city was divided into 3 parts.
Right. As the great city was divided into 3 parts. What's the great city? Was that Revelations 14 and 8?
Revelation chapter 14, verse 8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Right. So it say, and the great city was divided into 3 parts. So we know that city is talking about America. Give me Zechariah 13 and 8. All right. Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. What is this 3 parts talking about? Read that.
Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8.
Come on.
And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
Read.
But the third.
But the what?
The third shall be left therein.
Right, but the third shall be left therein. Let's go back. Revelation 16, 19. Come on.
Revelation chapter 16, verse 19. And the great city was divided into 3 parts. And the cities of the nations fell.
Read.
And great Babylon came in remembrance before God to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath.
Because remember, America has never been judged for all of their crimes. All right, like it says in Revelations 18. Let's get that. Let's get that real quick. All right. The Lord is going to remember what they've done. Okay, Revelations chapter 18, verse, was it 4? Has reached the heavens. Oh, yeah, 4 and 5. Read that.
Revelation chapter 18 and verse 4.
Watch this.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Read.
For her sins have reached unto heaven.
Right, for her sins, Babylon, that great city, her sins have reached the heavens. Come on.
And God hath remembered her iniquities.
All right, so let's go back. Revelation 16, 19 and 20. Come on.
Revelation chapter 16, verse 19.
Uh-huh.
And the great city was divided into 3 parts, and the cities of the nations fell. And great Babylon came in remembrance before God, to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath. And every island fled away, and the mountains were not found.
Right, Revelation 6 and 14. All right, so showing you just because you're not there, it's telling you you still gonna be destroyed too. You're not getting away just because you're not actually in the country itself. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 6 and verse 14. And the heavens departed as a scroll when it was rolled together, and every mountain and island.
And every mountain and what?
And island were moved out of their places.
All right, let's go back and finish it. Revelation 16, 21.
Revelation chapter 16, verse 21.
Go ahead.
And there fell upon men a great hail out of heaven, every stone about the weight of a talent. And men blasphemed God because of the plague of the hail, for the plague thereof was exceeding great.
There you go. So all praise to the Father. That was the end of Revelations, the 16th chapter. All right.